my snack and drink my drink.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Thursday, 3 p.m., June 25th, 2020. Happy hour time, and I've got my kids here with me. I didn't really have too much of a choice today. They decided they would join in, but why not? We keep it pretty clean in here, so this one's going to be a little bit more kid-friendly than usual today, but we've got the family here. We were just outside playing soccer, and then it got super hot, so now everyone's in the basement where it's super cool. Even the dog's down here, too, trying to beat the heat a little bit. We turned the air conditioning in the house. My wife's still working, but now I got the kids down in here. What do you guys think of this? You like it? All right, cool.
I kind of got sunburn.
You didn't get sunburn. You think you got sunburn? I put sunscreen on you before we got out.
So he has kind of a little red thing on.
I think she's just in the shadier part. Your sister is. All right. So we got Jared Crano in here, in his Dunbar, JC, Luis Becerra, not really Hank Aaron, Joshua Payne, Martha's here as well. What's going on? Bert Legas is here. Good to see everybody. The girls are having some snacks. In case you're wondering, they're having Made Good, which we enjoy in our house because they are very allergy friendly. And then for me, I'm going to go with a summertime beer today. I've had one of these earlier. My wife got them the last time we did that like grocery pickup at Hy-Vee by Goose Island. It is a German-style Kolsch. Every time I hear this style of Kolsch, I think Dave Grohl. So I want to say it's a Grolsch. I don't know why. That's what I always do. 20 IBU, so it should be nice and smooth. 5% alcohol by volume. So I think it's going to, well, I've had it already. I know it is. It's very drinkable, very summery beer. It goes well with food. I don't have any snacks today, but I'm going to enjoy this in my Jabba Lives koozie. Awesome. So we've got, let's see.
Show them your bracelet.
Oh, they want me to show the bracelet. I got a bracelet today, pink, purple, and white, the colors that I picked. My daughters made it. So, yeah. So, David Belcher says, hello from West Mass. Awesome. Lewis Cameron says, hey, hey, kids. Just saying hi to you.
Oh.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Awesome. Matthew Wenzel says, also got the summertime, same as last week. Awesome. Very cool. It's tasty. I'm enjoying
on
it.
that side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on Joey's side on the camera.
Yeah. Yep. You're on your sister's side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when I'm on camera.
Yeah. So that's the camera there, and you get to kind of see yourself over there on the screen. Okay? So if you wanted to like say hi to everybody, you would look at the camera and say hi.
Hi.
Awesome. All right. How's everybody doing today? Brandon Reed's coming in from London. A-Rod Mine says, what's up? Awesome. Yeah, Daniel M., we've got the whole crew here today for sure. Yeah. We'll see how long it lasts. I'm kind of indulging it because I'm thinking it's not going to last very long, but we'll see. My daughter is very used to, you have a lot of your Zoom classes on Zoom and meetings right now because of the way school is, and she also does origami once a week with a lot of her friends. And so for her, being on camera like this and just kind of participating, listening, very normal for her at this point. During her school classes, is it okay if I share this story that you like to do origami? She likes to do origami while she like listens to her class lectures and stuff. And now she just wanted to hang out and make some more of these rubber band bracelets while I was on the live stream. Jackie Mai says, what is Daddy drinking today? Daddy has a summertime beer from Goose Island Brewery. Very tasty. Got it from the Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee, I will say, for a grocery store, has a really great selection of beers. I highly recommend them. Unless you're going to go to an actual like place that sells or like collects beers, Hy-Vee is probably your best bet, I would say, in Iowa. I can't think of a better place that is like more readily available because there's like Walmart and other like big box stores. Oh, you want to show them your nails? Yeah, you did your nails. Mommy did the nails yesterday. They look great. So very good. Tastefully Chaotic says, hey, Co, any tips for first half marathon in 3 months? You are doing in front of the camera. Any tips for the first half marathon in 3 months? I mean, 3 months is a great amount of time. You got plenty of amount of time to build up for it. I'd say for right now, focus on getting in that consistency, getting that mileage up. Don't worry about pace yet. As you get closer, don't touch that. As you get closer to your race time, you're going to want to start moving, getting those paces up, and that's where you're going to be concerned about paces. This helps me move this little cursor around. It's my mouse. So what you're going to want is to then start thinking about less mileage and more speed, more intensity. But for now, I would worry about, unless you have a plan already, which that might be a good way to go too. But right for now, I would think about less intensity, more mileage, build up that consistency. So good luck though. Is it an in-person race or is it a virtual race? My mom is here. Hi, Mom. Good to see you. Let's see. Tony says it's mini Kofuzis. Yeah, we got the mini Kofuzis in here. Nice. Nico de Simone says, "Hi, Mike. How are you?" Well, we're doing great over here. It's a little bit warm, so we got the air conditioning going. I had to mow lawn this morning, and I had to do it right after my run. So I ran like 9.5 miles this morning, and then as soon as I got back, I mowed the lawn because I don't have a lawnmower here. My mother-in-law drops off her lawnmower for me to borrow to use so I can mow the lawn here. And then it's supposed to rain like basically like kind of on and off the next like several days here in Iowa. So I think she really wanted to get her lawn mowed today. You all right? She dropped off the lawnmower yesterday, and I think the understanding was that I was supposed to mow the lawn yesterday. I did not. So I think she was a little bit annoyed about that. Sorry, but
Yeah.
right, that's it. All right.
Yeah.
Dave says hi from hot and sunny Wales. Hot and sunny 2 days in a row. Innis and Gun beer for me. Awesome. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. Adam Mead is coming in from Oxford. Very cool. Hey, let's take it easy on the microphone, okay? Brian Kerr says hi from a very humid Carlisle, UK. It must be really hot over there for you guys because I'm just hearing it from you guys all over the place. Yeah, see, the girls have, I think, lost interest at this point. But, yeah, hopefully you guys are doing well dealing with that heat and humidity. Alex Goldvarg says, Bro Foozy, do you have a suggestion for detergent / message for washing running clothes? So normally in Chicago, we use like a scent-free, like everything-free detergent because my daughter has sensitive skin. She has eczema. And so for her, why don't you scooch in a little bit if you want to be on camera. So for her, we kind of have it like so it's like as soft on skin or gentle on skin as possible. For the most part, the running clothes in there in Chicago, like I don't need it. Like the washing machines that we have available to us there are fine. Here, the washing machine here, I don't know if it's that it's less water efficient or what, but like the same amount of detergent, the same kind of clothes aren't quite getting as clean. And so there are different add-ins, and I forget the brand of the add-in that I had, but it's like you add in like a couple of like tablespoons full in per load on top of like, so you have your detergent, your clothes, and then you add in this other stuff in it, and that's supposed to really make sure you get all the stink out. And that's what I would use. I forget the name of it. There's a couple of different brands that offer it, but those are the kinds of things that what I'll do is I would normally, if I use that, I'll wash my sweaty stuff separate so that way it doesn't get on my daughter's clothes. Do you like the bracelet? And so that's what I'll use to help get some of the extra stink out, because sometimes it does have a hard time getting out. Yeah.
This blanket has most of my favorite colors.
So we've got Adam saying it's stupidly warm in the
Hello.
UK at the moment. Awesome.
Hello.
Shannon says, "Oh my gosh, fam, happy hour, cheer, Kafuzi fam." Awesome. Shannon says hi to you guys.
Hello.
Are you saying hi to Shannon? Yeah. Okay. That's cool. Tastefully.
Hello.
Easy. Let's take it easy, okay? Tastefully Chaotic, talking about that half marathon coming in 3 months, says it should be an in-person race in October, and I really hope it doesn't get canceled. Hey, let's make sure we're not showing everything on camera. I'm really hoping it doesn't get canceled. I hope so too. Oh, that's crazy. Dave Belcher said, register for the early release of the Adazero Pro. Kind of psyched. I got mine in yesterday. I'll be running in them tomorrow. The video won't come out for a little bit. Tomorrow's video is going to be the endorphin shift. Am I talking too fast?
Yeah.
Or am I too loud, or both? Both. Okay, I'll slow down. I'm sorry. So tomorrow's video is going to be the endorphin shift, which I'm very excited about. I like it very much. And then I think, what's tomorrow? Friday. So then I think Saturday's video will be the Adazero Pro. Oh, very nice. And so I'm pretty excited about it. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I know Seth dropped his video today. I try to be louder so that the microphone can pick me up.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay. I know Seth's video dropped today. I'm excited to watch it after I make my video. But yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I just got I'm not thrilled about the color. I'll tell you that. Let's not touch it, okay? She's like poking at the microphone. Can you stop? All right, you good? Okay. Do you need like a toy or something to occupy yourself?
Yeah.
Or are you good?
I need toy.
All right, if you want, you can like grab one of those shoes and look at it. Here, you want to hold this shoe and show it to everybody? Do you like this shoe? Tell me what you think about this one.
Good.
Okay. Here you go. Show it to the camera. That's the Adazero Pro. It's very pink. It's very pink. I mean, this camera is making it look extreme, even pinker than it is. I would say it's like pink orange, but it's pink. And then like, I didn't realize it, but this part on the side, can you turn it to the side? This part over here is like rose gold. So it's, right? Is that rose gold? Or just maybe just regular gold?
Look what it said.
Yeah, it says Adazero Pro on the side. So that'll be coming up soon too. But you hold on to that. Maybe that'll keep you a little bit occupied. Yeah? Okay. All right. All right. Dave says, what's the squash of choice for the girls? Squash of choice.
Flying shoe.
It's a lion shoe?
Flying
Oh, it's a
shoe.
flying shoe. Yeah, it's a flying shoe. Let's be careful, okay? They don't, I mean, if you're asking about like actual squash, we eat a lot of zucchini in our house. I can't always get them to eat it. But yesterday, I think probably if they were to eat one, I don't know if butternut squash is considered, I guess butternut squash, it is squash. Yeah, butternut squash they'll actually eat if I make it into like a puree or make it into like I add cheese and milk to it and make it like a cheesy sauce. They'll eat that sometimes.
Look what it says on the bottom of the side.
What does it say? Does it say continental?
Continental.
Continental, right. All right. Soterios Macedonopolis. Did I say that right?
Toy.
So-
I need toy.
You need a toy? You can go get a toy if you want to go get a toy. Go on. He says Germany here and it's hot as humid as well. Ooh, the entire world is in like a heat streak. Let's see. Mr. Random says 90-degree F is not normal for the UK. Ooh, that is hot. Steve Whitey says 86 degrees. That's a lot for us. Thank you. I appreciate the conversion, guys. I appreciate it very much. Because otherwise I'd have very little idea. Bert Legas says tomorrow's last day of heat in Belgium, getting cooler in the weekend. Awesome. Mr. Random says hello, team. Dave C says 30 C in Wales 2 days in a row. 2 consecutive hottest recorded in June. Ooh. Stevie76 says eczema on blast. That's right. It is. Frank LaHoulier says parenting trick number 4, distract them. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're in the, divert the attention if they're doing something they're not supposed to. Camp here. It doesn't always work. I can't always do it very well, but we try. J. Mike Remy, you want them to run the Adazero Pro? Yeah, I don't think that'll go well. I think it's gonna end up in someone tripping and then having a bruised knee. Squash is like soda on Australia. Oh, that's funny. Oh, MC 1796. Okay, yeah, be careful. All right, you got some toys. Yeah, they're sodas. They don't drink sodas. They right now they like Gatorades. Any of these blue ones is what they like to drink. They also like Honest lemonades or like any strawberry lemonade. Sorry, there's like a bunch of toys, Paw Patrol toys stuff here. That's what that noise is. Yeah, I guess I didn't explain for anyone listening to the podcast now. My daughters, I think we made it clear, but my daughters are here. They're hanging out. They're doing their best to stay productively preoccupied during it. Okay, so squash is soda. That's what I figured. I figured squash didn't mean literally squash, but yeah. So they like Gatorades and they like lemonade or strawberry lemonades. Let's see. Yeah. Scott says continental. Yeah, that was pretty cute, right? And his number says squash means juice in the UK. Diluted juice or concentrate plus water. Oh, that makes more sense than soda. But yeah, I get it. Yeah, everyone's correcting me on what they mean. All right. Shannon says, when are your new Ultras going to be on display in the background? It would definitely add to the look of your new set. I think they will be up, let's see, today's the 25th? In about a week, in less than a week. So I kind of have it scheduled, slated out. I got a couple of things that I want to get in there that are a little bit more time sensitive than the Ultra. So it's getting bumped a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't become like the Matt Damon of guests. Yeah. Stevie76, Kid Shoe Reviews a thing? I thought I saw Hez Kicks do something like that before. So I don't know if you guys watch him. He does mostly casual shoes. But he's someone that I used to watch a ton of. And he's got, I think, 3 or 4 kids now. And he's had his kids like try on some shoes and talk about them. I don't know that he's had them on camera, but I don't know that they've had speaking roles. So I'm not sure, but we'll see. My daughter, your favorite shoes are your Nike shoes, right? And you like to run in those. But she's not big enough yet to have like the big kid shoes. So like Nike shoes, like there are like big kid Pegasus, big kid like Jordans, there's big kid like LeBrons. So like they're make kid versions of those shoes. When you're the next tier below that, there are different models that exist. And so she's still in those. But I think it'll get a little bit more exciting for me once she gets to like big kid versions of shoes. Let's see. Brandon Reed says, any good suggestions for a half marathon plan, NRC, Strava? Brandon, I would look at Hal Higdon. That's where I always recommend people to go first. I feel like it's a great intro for marathon training plans. It lays it out really nicely. He's also very reasonable and flexible in terms of like, you know, if you can't do a workout on one day, figuring out a way to move it around or adjust your schedule. So I really like Hal Higdon plans. He does marathon and half marathon plans, and they're all free. Shannon says, I will try not to take offense to the delay on the Ultras. I hope you don't take any. But she's hoping that they go on display the day you wear the 2-inch shorts and Mizuno top. For July 3rd? Yeah, I can put them on July 3rd. We'll do that. Let's see. Roadrunner V says, love the collaboration with Ed earlier. Thanks. We had a lot more fun with this one. We tried to make it a little bit more cohesive. Last time we both kind of like made content with some suggestions of like, hey, can you make this for my channel? Show them your rider. So we just kind of like made stuff for each other. This time we like a little like weaved it in a little bit better because we had a better idea of like where each other was going. So I thought it worked out well. I was entertained.
The smile's on the side.
Martha says, alert from Christopher Colangelo that Adidas Boston 9 is now on the website in pink, which I suspect is somewhat orange without having looked at. Ooh, interesting. Very cool. The daughter on the left needs a booster seat. Yeah, I know. The baby's sitting on this taller chair, and initially she was like, this is too high. I want a chair like my sister's. And I was like, you're going to want this taller chair. So, yeah. But now they're like in and out. And they might have left me for good at this point. The toys are still here, though, so they might return, but we'll see. It's boring in here. There's no iPads down here, so we'll see. J. Mike Remy says, Ultra gets bump, womp, womp. Yeah, I mean no disrespect to it. I'm very much looking forward to it. I'll tell you what. I'm trying to get the Pegasus to the 100-mile review, and I've been running a lot on the dirt roads with that. You can put this like right on top. It won't hurt anything. And I'm hitting those rocks, and I'm wishing for something with a little bit more protection. Mr. Random said, you and Ed Bud did a great job with ASIC Nova last review. So the making ASICs great again movement is going. Jamie would be happy. Yeah, and you know what? Jamie today is on the Rambling Runner. So I didn't have a chance to listen to it yet. I'll probably listen to it tomorrow during my run. Or no, I probably won't. Tomorrow's going to probably be a music day since we're running the Out of Zero Pro. But I will listen to that podcast soon. Very interested to see, where he took it. So excited about that very much. So you guys should check that out as well. But yeah, the making ASICs great again movement, like all good movements, is grassroots and not necessarily all that well organized, but has a lot of enthusiasm behind it, and it's moving. So yeah, I hope so. I really do. I mean, it's good to see like these other brands that are not saying so like stuck in like a certain like mode and are willing to take some risks. I hope it pays off for them. Yeah. Cody Davis is currently getting McDonald's while listening to the stream. Cool. Let's see. Frank LaHoulier says the foam in the Meta Racer is the same Flight Foam Plus as in the Nova Blast. No, it's different. So the foam in the Meta Racer is Flight Foam, but I think a denser version of Flight Foam. So like there's lots of foams that they call Flight Foam. Kind of like how like Fresh Foam, and it's so confusing because the names are so similar too. Fresh Foam from New Balance also might be called Fresh Foam. Now there's Fresh Foam Ground Contact and there's Fresh Foam X. But even with just Fresh Foam, I think there's variations of what the densities and response kind of curves are like. Flight Foam, I think, is the same way, where there's different versions of it. The Flight Foam that's in the Meta Racer is supposed to... Okay, can I finish this sentence first?
Yeah.
All right. So the Flight Foam that's in the Meta Racer is a little bit stiffer, so that way it doesn't get responsive until you're running faster in it. And then in the Nova Blast, it's FF Blast. So the FF stands for Flight Foam, but it's Flight Foam Blast, which is that softer, super squishy, spongy material. All right. Thank you for waiting. What do you want to show everybody? Can you explain to them what you're holding up?
Little Chase in his vehicle and Robo-Dog transform with wheels.
Yep,
into his vehicle.
Robo-Dog with wheels because he's turned into a vehicle? Mm-hmm. Yeah? All right. Very cool. Let's see. There's a question in here that I wanted to get to. Stevie76, do the girls know that you're a famous YouTuber? They know that I make videos. They know that I'm on YouTube. I think my daughter has a better conception of it because she's at the age where a lot of her friends are, well, she watches a lot of YouTube. Well, they both watch a lot of YouTube. But she like has an understanding a little bit more of like YouTube channels and how kind of like it works.
Dad, watch this.
Oh, that's
Fishy
cute.
face.
Fishy face. I like it. And then like, so she's at the age where she likes YouTube channels more than she likes like TV shows. So I think she might have some idea. I mean, I'm not huge, right? So like it's a big channel, much bigger than I ever thought it would be. But it's not like, you know, the several like hundreds of thousands or even millions like some of the channels that she would watch or some of her like contemporaries would watch. So they know that I make videos. They know that I get recognized from time to time in places. And they've been there when that's happened. So yeah, they have some conception of it. Dave says, I currently run in the Brooks Ghost 12. What's the difference with the Glycerin? I'm a neutral but slightly heavier runner, 30-50 miles per week on road with heavy gradients in Wales. The Glycerin is supposed to be their max cushion offering. So I think that the heel drop drops from 12 to 10 millimeters because it's supposed to be a little bit more relaxed in terms of pace. And there's more, I think, in terms of the midsole material. The Brooks 12 Ghost 12 has an extra soft cushion in the heel and a firmer cushion in the rest of the shoe. Yeah. So there's the softer material for the crash zone and then a more responsive material in the rest of the midsole. I believe in the Glycerin, it's all that stuff that's in the heel throughout the shoe. And so that's what you're getting. So that's like the main difference. If you mentioned that you're identifying as a heavier runner, it might be something that you might like more than the Ghost 12. If you're feeling like the Ghost 12 isn't quite giving you enough cushion, then I would bump up to the Glycerin. Or if you're looking to increase your mileage or looking for like a low and slow shoe day, like a Sunday long run kind of shoe, then the Glycerin would be something that I would look for, assuming you like the Ghost 12. So it'd be like a nice 1-2 combo there. All right, so let's see. We've got Tony Yu says, the video you posted yesterday, what was the black band you were wearing on your wrist near the elbow? That was my heart rate monitor. So I have I have a lot of heart rate monitors because I was testing a whole bunch of them. But in the summertime, I like to wear a chest strap because it just stays under the shirt. It stays out of the way. Even if I'm super sweaty, it stays in the right spot. In the wintertime, I prefer that arm heart rate monitor that goes up here. And the reason for that is the chest heart rate monitor, when it's cold, doesn't conduct the signal very well. I need like conductive gel I think it's kind of the same stuff they put on like the wands at ultrasound. I need that, and it gets goopy, and it gets really cold, and I don't like it. But in the summertime when it's hot, I also don't like sweat getting all over the armband of my regular heart rate monitor. Oh, thanks for bringing this. I don't need it right now, though. You want to show them the drone? Okay. You show it over here. Here's the camera. Yep, there you go. Here's the drone. All right. They're getting very distracted. So that's what that was. But the chest heart rate monitor, it ran out of batteries, and those usually run off of like those little coin-shaped batteries. It's not a rechargeable thing, and so I had to order a replacement here. It takes a little bit longer for stuff to get here, and so I had a couple of days where I was running with the armband because that is rechargeable by USB. So that's what that was. Jared Crane says you should review Whoop. I've been thinking about it. It's so expensive, though. Right? Isn't it expensive? I don't know. Let's see. Bad with Name says, dude, you ever try the Reebok Forever Float Ride? I haven't. I feel like I'm missing out. I feel like it's something that is a gap. I need to review that one. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Roadrunner Review says, is the flight foam in, I think he's talking about the flight foam in the Meta Racer, the same used in the Dynaflight 2s in the Meta Racer? I don't think it is. I still think it's even firmer than that. And so I remember the Dynaflight 2. I really liked that shoe, although the upper had some problems with it. It felt like it was two shoes. There was a midsole, outsole, and then there was an upper, and they weren't connected very well. But other than that, I really like, that's when I ran in that shoe, and I picked that shoe up because it was on sale on Amazon for like under $60. Well, the brightness is going crazy on this camera right now. All right, there we go. And that's why I picked it up, and I was like, this foam is great. They need to put it in more shoes. Why aren't they putting it in more shoes? And at that time, it was in the Dynaflight and then the Roadhawk, and that was it. Now they're starting to put it in more shoes, like the Evo Ride. I think the Glide Ride has flight foam in it as well. And then a lot of even their more older franchise shoes are starting to have some of those as well. So it's...
Okay, I attached this.
Cool. Hey, can you put that away? I don't like... I think that's going to fall off, so I'm a little bit nervous about that. All right. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Bert says, let her fly the drone inside. It'll be fun. For a minute. It'll be fun for a minute. And then it'll be the story of that one time where the baby broke the drone. Oski501 says, have you reached 100 miles in the SL20? Any thoughts? I have not reached 100 miles in. I think I'm at about 40 or 50 miles in that shoe at this point. I like the shoe. I think that the light strike is, at least the amount of light strike in that shoe. Can you turn that off? That I don't want that light on, please. All right. She said it's better for her to see over there. So, okay, I guess that light's going to be on. Yeah, I think the light strike is very nice in that shoe, and it feels almost squishy, but in a very in a speed shoe kind of way. So I'm really liking it. I would still think. Can you hold on for just 1 second?
And stuff down here.
Yeah, that stuff's not ours, so we're not gonna touch it. Okay.
I didn't. I was
Okay.
just looking at it.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I still don't think that it's like a daily trainer. Some people have been trying to use it that way because it's on sale for some reason for like under $90. But it's a really great tempo shoe or fast day shoe. Let's see. Jared Crano says there's a Whoop discount code for Phil sent me. All right. Let's see. J. Mike Remy saying, if you get Whoop, you have to get a road bike. I think they come as a set. Okay. All right. All right. Well, I will look at it again. We'll see. Yeah. MC 1796 saying, yeah, it's a monthly subscription, and they give you the band for super cheap, but you got to pay per month. What I don't understand about it is there's no face to it, right? It's just like it collects data for you that you look at later, which I suppose is very similar to how I use a lot of my watches, but like I also use it to look at it like while I'm running. So that's a part like I'm not sure. Dave says, do you track your sleep at all? Apple, Garmin, Fitbit, etc. What does your sleep look like in terms of hours for recovery? I do, because I have on the Garmin, basically this is a Polar, but on any watch that I have that's not Apple, I will sleep with it on. That's like the great thing about more than 1 day battery life. When I had an Apple Watch, or when I use the Apple Watch, it has to charge at night, so I don't do sleep tracking. But my recovery these days, I'm getting probably somewhere between about 6 hours, maybe a little bit more than 6 hours on average per night. So I probably still need a little bit more, but I'm doing all right with that amount. Let's see. Linus FTE says, hello from Singapore. It's 4:30 a.m. here. Just curious on your thought of Hoka Rincon versus Clifton. I think they're both great shoes. I like them both very much in the last year. Looking forward very much to the offerings for this year. And the Rincon is for your fast days. It's tighter, more snug in the forefoot, so you're snug and locked in, so you can go fast and push hard. And the Clifton, you can still go fast in it, but it's intended more as your daily trainer. A little bit more comfort and has a little bit more versatility. Let's see. We've got Chris Yao says, just finished 2 weeks of math after no activity for 5 years. Will I be able to run without walking breaks in time for a Miami half marathon on January 31st? Yeah, I think so. Matthew Wenzel says, Whoop is expensive. Only use it because of a Black Friday deal, but I feel like HR and sleep tracking is much more accurate than Garmin, but Whoop doesn't have GPS, so not the best for runners. Yeah, I mean, that's like the weird part about it. That's what I don't get. But a lot of people are using it, I think. I'm not sure. I'm still not I'm still not sold on it. The thing is, like, even it tells me, like, the HR tracking I think is important. I like HR tracking. But like the sleep tracking is like, it's useful for me to have, but I don't often change my behavior a ton based on what the sleep data tells me. It explains why things are going well or aren't going well, but I don't usually have the luxury of being able to do anything about it, if that makes sense. Frank LaHoulier says, I hear you say squishy about the SL20, and I wonder if we're even wearing the same shoe. Yeah, I mean, squishy's not the right word for it, but I would say, like, it's not like the fuel cell foam in the Tempo, but it's also not like regular, so it's not like EVA foam either. So it's like, it feels a little bit different. So it's been hard for me to explain too. But yeah, you're right. Squishy is not the right word for it, but it rebounds in a slightly different way. All right. Way of Life says, ooh, I don't think I have a question, but I just want to say hi. Awesome. My first live stream with you. Yeah, awesome. Well, welcome, Way of Life. Glad to have you here. Simon says, that's funny, Simon says. Simon Partridge says, SL20 felt great during the fast part of my run this evening. First time I've run up at pace in them, and it was easy to get there in them. Yeah, that's kind of like been my general experience. Hey, if you're gonna, the pillows go on this one. If you want this one, you don't get the pillows. You have to pick.
I want the pillow.
All right, then come on over here. All right, let's see.
Can someone hand me my Papa Chocolate?
Yeah, we can. Let's switch. They're trading sides now, so we gotta move all the toys and all the things. Ross W says, Whoop is very CrossFit focused, hence no need for GPS. Oh, that makes a lot of sense then. That makes a lot of sense. All right, cool. Very cool. All right. I think I'm at the end of the comments today. I'm all caught up. I'm very distracted though, because there's a lot of activity going on here. A lot of like nesting and setting up activity happening. Do you need help? What's going on here?
I want it to be super fluffy.
Okay. How about that? Here we go. What's happening? Okay. The girls are always so busy. MC1796 says, any suggestions for a replacement for the Ride ISO 2? No complaints about the shoe, but I'd like to try something new. Well, there is Ride 13 that just came out. So the successor to that, they've given up on the ISO. Whoa, hey, this is not a good idea. Here, come on up. Get up on here. Good. So MC 1796. There is a Ride 13. So there was the Ride 10. I know, well, it's a lower chair. So that's the thing. Here, why don't you just sit on my lap? There's a Ride 10. Then there was a Ride ISO 1. And then the Ride ISO 2. And then now there's a Ride 13. So that one looks exciting. I should have a pair coming soon. Oh, I'm sorry. Roadrunner Sports is sending me a pair, so that should be coming up sometime in the short term, not near future, but in the short term. Other than that, I would say if you like the ride, what else would be good? I think that also from Kinvara, I think that the Freedom would probably might be a little bit too squishy. The Kinvara this year might be a relatively decent option. I would think also, let's see, what's similar to the ride? I want to say Clifton, but that doesn't sound right. But that would be in the similar family. I think the Brooks Glycerin might be somewhat similar. I'd say that's pretty close. I'd like the ride. I've been liking the ride more than I've been liking the Glycerin, but some other options that are out there. Shannon says, do you think the shoe you ran in the day after your rest day was really that great? Or that your legs were thanking you? I think it was a little of both. I'm trying to extract that part out because I did run in the endorphin shift and I do think it's a great shoe, but I'm also trying to recognize that I had my first rest day in a long time. And so, that probably also has a lot to do with it as well. But I do think that the endorphin shift, I don't know if I like it more than the endorphin pro, but there's just, I don't know how it's different, but it feels different enough that it makes more sense. Or I might just like it more for that type of run that I was on. If I was it's race time, I might still reach for the Endorphin Pro. So something I still got to think about before I make that video. All right. Let's see. Daniel M says, I have a Challenger run. I'm supposed to think of the wackiest item to purchase and carry with me on a run. Any ideas? That's kind of weird. I would think any sort of inflatable device, like a tube or a giant duck, that kind of thing. Something that you wear around your waist. I think that'd be kind of fun. Because that you could probably get at a lot of places too in the summertime. Chris Dyke says, second straight day I'm late to the party. Hey, Kofuzi and fam. Well, great to have you here. Scott's old daughter is hamming in the camera. Are you making faces? I didn't even notice. Awesome. Shannon says, oh wait, we already got to that one. Let's see, Dr. Funk, 1216. Could they have made a more confusing name than the Adizero Adios Pro? I think it's Adizero Pro, right? It's Adidas. Yeah, I have to look at the words. The fact that there's the word adios in them, I've never understood the adios part. It makes a very little sense from a German company.
Dad, my legs are itchy.
They are? Do you want to get down? Do you want to sit on this chair?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are so antsy today. Frank LaHoulier says, you would take the Endorphin Shift 26.2? Yeah, I think I could definitely take the Endorphin Shift 26.2. I definitely think I could take the Endorphin Pro to 26.2 as well. I think both would be pretty good options. I think that the Shift is probably better suited for training. Yeah, you guys keep moving around. But I don't know. I think I just got from the beginning, my first run in the Endorphin Pro, I was just kind of it just feels so tall. Now, I think from the statistics, the stated numbers, I think they're the same stack height. But it just seems like it's not nearly as tall as the Endorphin Pro is. And so it feels a little bit more planted to me, and maybe that's what I like about it. Way of Life says unicorn for the inflate with the wacky item. That's great for a runner. That's great. Paul L. You got your mustache? Paul L95. I'm new to. They've been playing a lot with molding clay, And so they've got clay, they've been painting it and coloring it. So she's been making food. Oh, go get your shinamyun. Something we've actually been meaning to show on the live stream. But yeah. Paul L95 says, I'm new to running and looking for a pair of shoes. Should I get the Peg 36 for $60 or the Peg 37 at retail? Both are great options. I think Peg 36 at $60 is hard to pass up. The Peg 37 shoe is a lot of fun too. I think ultimately it comes down to, you know, what's your comfort level in terms of those two prices. But a Peg 36 at $60 is a hard deal to beat, I will say. All right. So my daughter, in terms of her clay, she made a bowl of ramen noodles. So it's hard to say because like the brightness is really far up on this, so it's burning out some of the detail on the noodles here. But she made a red bowl with yellow noodles and chopsticks in here, making this clay. Anyway, hey everybody, look at these things my kids made. I'm that dad now.
Dad?
Yeah, T. Davis, I am aware of the Adizero Adios Pro pre-release. It's right here. I have it. Is this the one you're talking about? This one? Yeah. Let's see. MC1796 says, I think the alliteration effect of Adidas and Adios puts a little, plus it's a little joke that will make you so fast you can say bye to your opponents. Is that what it is? It's like you can say goodbye? That's funny. Gene Fragel says, you should show the video to the kids 10 years later. They are so adorable. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, this is one I'll show you. I'll be like, they'll be like, Dad, how come you're always so frustrated? I'll be like, well, sometimes you guys are just all over the place and it's very distracting. So I do my best. But actually, they're doing really well today. Sometimes they really enjoy interrupting me. But they've let me speak very much today for the most part. So it's been great. You guys are good guests today. Thank you for being on the show. All right. Martha says, that ramen bowl looks like the plastic samples in restaurant windows in Japan. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. If it were glossy, then it would be like a really great, just like perfect for like a menu picture. Or like a sticker that would go on like a vending machine. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. Christina Lopez says, your children are so well behaved. My 2-year-old is crazy right now. Yesterday, though, we had a little bit of a timeout situation because on the drive back, we stopped by my sister-in-law's house because we have a lot of packages getting sent there. And I've just been taking them because it's a car ride. It's something to do. And on the way back, the baby was just screaming at the top of her lungs for a good, like, is it okay if I share this story? Okay. Are you all right? All right. I don't think she's leaving because I'm telling the story, but she was screaming at the top of her lungs for like 4 minutes straight, and I was like, the response I want to give is to like scream back, like stop screaming. Okay. But that's like seems like, you know, hypocritical to yell at a kid to stop screaming. So like I let her scream, and then I was like, all right, guys, everyone, we're having timeout when we get back, because then you got involved too. You did a little bit of screaming. So sometimes we get wacky. Sometimes we, you know, get a little too excited. It happens. It's that age. Brian Kerr says, no, Mike, there is another release. Ah, interesting. I'm not aware of another release. All right. Let's see. Timothy Betts says, late to the live stream. Was it the endorphin shift or speed that you ran in recently? Thought it was the speed, but heard you talking about the shift. Did I say shift? I meant to say speed. I ran into speed. I don't have the shift yet, so my apologies for that confusion. I think I've been saying shift all day today. I meant the endorphin speed. Adidas released a newer Adizero shoe today with Lightstrike Pro carbon fiber rods and a much higher stack height. Named it Adizero Adios Pro. What do I have? Oh, so there's an Adizero Pro and then there's an Adios. Adizero Adios Pro. That's even taller than this. Interesting. I'm not very happy about that, if that's true. We'll see. I'll have to take a look at it. Oskis 501 says, you said shift. Oh, sorry about that. I'm off. It's happy hour day, though. That may be why. Martha says, phew, the speed is the one I wanted to like the most, so I will probably have given and get another shoe. Another I don't need. No, yeah, I've been talking about, I've been saying shift and meaning speed. Whew, I'm having an off day today. I'm wondering how the speed compares to the fuel cell TC. Yeah, that's going to be the first versus video that comes out, Timothy Betts, is the shift versus speed, because I feel like they're going to, another one already? They're gonna line up more closely in terms of like their use case and like where they fit. So we'll have to see. Yeah. Hey, what's going on here?
Invasion.
My computer is going crazy. This mouse is just going nuts. Oh, you know what it is? It's this thing. My daughter put stuff on my mouse trackpad. Oh no! What happened? What did you do? Oh, I think you restarted it.
Sorry.
I think we're still in the live stream. I think, all right. So, okay. My daughter put some stuff on the trackpad, and it was making the computer go crazy. But I'm back. Yeah, T. Davis says, LOL, they should have went with a different name. It's a similarity in names that's confusing everyone. The shoes look different. Yeah, awesome. But also frustrating. So I have the Adizero Pro. That video will be coming up soon. If there is an Adizero Adios Pro, that's frustrating. That's annoying. All right. But okay, I think I'm losing it here, guys. I'm normally like pretty good at managing all the chat and everything that's going on, but there's a lot happening, and it's definitely throwing me off. And I gotta investigate this Adizero situation a little bit more. So I'm gonna leave it here for today. Hopefully you guys had fun. And I had a good time. Tomorrow's video is going to be about the endorphin speed, not the shift. So that'll be tomorrow. And we'll also have another live stream in the afternoon. So 3 p.m. Chicago time. I keep saying Chicago time, but we're in Guttenberg, so I'll say Central time. And in the meantime, hopefully you guys are staying safe out there on your runs. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, everybody.